No doubt, bro. That's what I said. When he started that Love and Hip Hop, matter of fact, when he started dating Chrissy, that's when things started going downhill. Matter of fact, let me go through these papers right fast. Hey, man, we live? Hey, man, we live? Yo, dude, let me call you right back. How y'all doing out there? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Henny Show. Cam'ron is the last member of Dipset left. He don't have problems with every last one of them dudes in that group except for Freaky Dicky. And shout out to my people in Harlem for hitting me off with this information about what's going on between Jim Jones and Cam'ron. Now, this is a whole documentary. We gonna go through the history of their relationship, and I'm gonna explain to y'all why Cam'ron allegedly kicked Jim Jones out of Dipset. Because he's emotionally unstable. He be crying every 5 minutes, and the older he get, the more emotional he getting, and Cam'ron ain't able to deal with that. Juelz Santana, I don't know what happened with him. A lot of people say he on drugs, but I don't know that for sure. But my people from Harlem let me know that Jim Jones started crying at a barbecue because they ran out of hot dogs. So that was the final straw for Cam'ron. Even Chrissy is paranoid because you just never know what this man gonna do. And like I was telling my homie before we went live, before Jim Jones got with Chrissy, he was doing all right. But you know, when you get in a relationship with a female, she put that thing on you, you ain't never gonna be the same. And Cam'ron just broke his heart. And he don't know if he can be friends with this man no more. But without further ado, we're about to get into this news. And I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention because this is about to get real deep. Y'all gonna have to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button, y'all. Don't forget to show me some love because all I ever do is show y'all some love, you heard? And hit that Cash App too. $ Sean Blaze Docs. Hit me off with something. I'm going to give you a shout out during the video if you hit me with a donation during the video. But let's just go ahead and get into this, man, because there's some serious stuff. Let me turn on my rider music right fast because this is about to get real intense. Jim Jones tears up talking about Cam'ron. Says Max B can die where he stand. And as you can see, this man is crying his eyes out speaking about Cam'ron. And Cam don't know what type of relationship they got no more because a grown man ain't supposed to cry, especially not over no another grown man. Fresh off of signing to Roc Nation, Jim Jones sit down with Funkmaster Flex for an emotional interview in which the Diplomats rapper tears up about Cam'ron and says Max B can die where he stand. Around the 15:30 mark of the clip, Jim Jones dives into his relationship with Cam'ron. Around the time Dipset was starting to blow up, Jones says he knew Cam'ron was the most important member of the group. So the We Fly High MC protected him at all costs, making sure he was untouchable. But the sad part about it is, in the rucker, when Jim Jones was getting jumped, Cam'ron jumped the fence, and we about to go through all that as well. But he was protecting Cam'ron because he was the bag. But when he started getting his bag from Ballin', that's when he started being like, forget Cam'ron. And he signed to Roc Nation. And they was supposed to be beefing with Jay-Z. And he switched sides on Cam'ron, and then they was cool for a little while. And according to my people in Harlem, they ain't cool no more. Look at this, y'all. However, it seems Cam'ron didn't always have Jim Jones's back. That's a fact. Jones tells the story of a fight at Rucker Park in which Killer left Jones to defend himself against 20 to 50 dudes, y'all. There's never been a time when I backed down from any situation in the world except God, Jones said, while fighting back his tears. And I've been up against 20, 30 deep by myself. When it gets left me by myself, and I escaped those situations and still came back and gave niggas a high five. Man, look, we're about to get into that. But y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Because when you got exclusive information like this, you gotta take your time so people can understand what's going on. Now, your boy Jim Jones got some new friends. He been hanging out with all these different rappers, and that ain't been sitting well with Cam'ron because they were supposed to be boys. And I'm gonna show y'all how Cam'ron roughed up Jim Jones and caused him to cry in front of everybody. And this is what started the rift. During the basketball game, things got a little hectic. Y'all need to see this right here, man.
Fuck is all that about? Fuck is all that about? Check it out. Fuck is all that about? Check it out. Check it out.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
And he shot an air ball.
Yeah.
Now, they was cool for a little bit, but I'm going to show y'all where things went left. Y'all hear them listening to that Chipmunk music? Now, keep that in mind. They was the Chipmunk Boys back in the day. That was something between the Diplomats that they did amongst themselves. They promised to never share this art form with nobody else. Now, if you go back and listen to them old Diplomat albums, you gonna hear Mighty Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and a whole bunch of other chipmunks in their music. That was their thing. But Jim Jones went behind Cam'ron back and shared the secret art of chipmunkism with somebody else. And I know that's hard for y'all to believe because it's so sacred to the Dipset. But look at the betrayal, y'all. I'm about to show this to y'all because y'all ain't gonna be able to believe this until you see it. Look how Jim Jones betrayed Dipset, yo. I can't even believe this myself, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Your boy Takeoff from the Migos got on the Dipset chain doing the Mickey Mouse shit with Jim Jones. Now, y'all know that ain't gonna sit well with Freaky Zeke, Cam'ron, or Joel Santana. This dude ain't even from Harlem. But he got a diddy bop with his hat turned to the back, with the tank top on, with the tig old bitties hanging out, with the Dipset chain between the tig old bitties. Now, this offended a whole lot of people in Harlem. Shout out to my people in Harlem. But it ain't no way that Takeoff supposed to be with Jim Jones listening to Mickey Mouse music. This is blasphemy. Oh my God. He got the Diddy bop. Uh-oh. You ain't right, Jim. No. No. This ain't right, yo. Takeoff. If you watching this, you ain't supposed to have that Dipset chain around your neck. And Jim Jones, you played yourself by having him listening to that type of music. And then you put his hat on to the side with the Dipset chain between the breast. Cam'ron, if you listen, I understand why you kicked him out of the group, allegedly. Because there's no way this should have been able to happen. At least had one of the hottest dudes from the Migos in the video with you. But he done gave Cam'ron's chain to another man, and that's supposed to be a bestie. Now you want to cry when he kicked you out of the group, though. Okay, Jim Jones. And I ain't gonna front. My people in Harlem let me know that Cam'ron was emotional about this situation, too. So meanwhile, while Jim Jones was in the studio with Takeoff, this what Cam'ron was doing, y'all. He hurt y'all.
Nothing, man. For real, man.
The only friend he got left is Hell Rell. Out of all them dudes he was rolling with, this the last dude that's a part of the Dipset. Oh, no. Don't cry, Cam. Oh, no.
Fuck, man. Fuck, I got a problem with whoever, man. I don't give a fuck, man.
Yo, he pissed. Yo, Takeoff. If you see this dude, run the other way, man. Because Cam not feeling you or the Migos right now. And it's sad that it had to resort to this. But these dudes was like brothers. So don't call them out their name because you see them tearing up over each other. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. He about to cry. Oh, my God. Hell Rell crying. Oh, my God, Joe. This is bad. Matter of fact, let's do a commercial break. Because this is too emotional, man. Hold on, y'all. I gotta cut this off right fast. Cause when Hell Rel start crying with the ugly face, oh God. This is not good for the culture. Okay, let me pull myself together, because I'm a real dude, man. And, you know, I was raised up off the Diplomats, and to see these brothers beefing like this and going through problems, man, this ain't no good for nobody. God damn, man. I just can't. Yo, ain't nothing funny about this, man. Okay, let me pull it together, yo. Because y'all need to see the reaction to Cameron. That man, his feelings. Oh, God, don't do it, Cameron. Oh, shit. Okay.
Don't fuck about nobody, man. I'm telling you right now, man. Whoever, man.
It's over. After seeing his facial expressions and them tears rolling down his neck, and he got the nerve to be looking like R. Kelly with the 2 diamond earrings, that's how you know Diplomats ain't never gonna get back together. But it gets deeper than that, y'all. It gets way worse, because I'm gonna tell y'all why Juelz Santana allegedly started smoking dope. And we also gonna talk about how Jim Jones be popping Percocets and doing Mollies and they ain't even popular no more, allegedly. So let's get into how the beef started, and then we gonna try to resolve the beef. I got a couple of my dudes from Harlem that's gonna be calling in later to tell their little side of the story. So y'all gonna have to stay tuned, because this is about to get real exclusive up in here. But y'all need to hear Jim Jones' side of the story so y'all can understand why Cameron and Hell Rel was acting like that.
This killer's coming tonight. That's how he used to say it to me. Killer's coming tonight.
See, my mom's always told me that I was a soldier with the ability to be a leader. You heard?
Mm-hmm.
And she meant that. So when you put in a position in life and you're able to kind of change your life, you got to play the rules. Cam was the person that got signed. He was the face card, and I understood that. And I made everybody around me understand that. Like, he's the prized possession. He cannot be touched at all. If he get touched, we go down. And that was the method. Even with Juelz. They all know. I put my life on the line for this. I've been to trial for this. I've been on America's Most Wanted for this. I've been on gang files for this. I've been on everything you can name. So when people play with me, I get real emotional, because I operate off emotions, as they know for all the times they've been with me. It's never been a time that I backed down from any situation in this world, except God. And I've been up against 20, 30 deep by myself, where niggas left me by myself. You heard? And I escaped those situations and come back and still give niggas high five. Let's do it. What we doing today?
And you know, Jim, we never talked about that. About that situation.
Any situation. There's been numerous situations.
Did that situation,
There's been times I've been on the road where there was shootouts. There's been times when my cousins go to jail for 5 years for this that didn't really have to be in jail for this. Fed time.
Yo,
But we take.
this man is hurting, y'all. And like I said, this ain't no laughing matter. He in pain. You could, I swear, man, he looked like a diseased chipmunk right there. Somebody call up his barber. He look like he's sick or something like that. Got $1 million in the bank and ain't got no razors. Look like he about to bite a crack rock or something. But them is real tears right there. And I'm going to explain to y'all why he's so emotional about this, because a lot of y'all don't know. A lot of y'all ain't heard about Jim Jones until y'all started watching Love and Hip Hop. But this man done been through hell and back for Dipset. Done got beat up in the Rutgers Park, and all them dudes that's repping the Dipset left his ass right there in the park. Hold on. Y'all gotta see this shit. Hold on, let me get it to where they throw the first punch at his ass.
Picture of my man Gunner was on Jimmy over there, but that nigga, somebody backed him off of him.
So they were Cam right there with them Timbs on.
That
So right there with that blue.
There go Cam right there.
He looking. He see
He
this guy
backed
Jimmy
the
right
fuck up.
there.
You see niggas got Jimmy there.
They jumping Jim. Oh my God, they snuffed Jim. Did y'all see that? He snuffed him. He went down to the ground in slow motion.
Right there, you got the yellow sneakers on.
Yeah. See him?
He coming over there.
Coming in right now, right.
My boy Ill Bill backed him up. Look.
And Cameron got smacked and ran.
Look, that's it.
Oh shit.
Look, KP. Look, that's pop security, nigga, KP. Look.
Yeah, Douglas.
Move. You gotta let them niggas fight.
Now, this is what happened at the Rucker. Now, I could play the whole video, of Cameron running the other direction while Jim Jones is getting jumped. I just had to play that for y'all real quick so y'all can understand why Jim Jones is so emotional. But Cameron is sick of his emotions. He tired of this grown man crying every 5 minutes.
On the chin like a soldier. Like, people don't understand what this diplomat shit was built about. I'll be watching the gram and I'll be watching these clowns and all these. But boy, if you really get to live this last 20 years that I lived, you would understand, boy. I put everything on the line for this. And I took it with a smile. Even when niggas doubted me, niggas down me, when I was on trial and niggas told me I need to take the plea. Take what plea? We don't take pleas, nigga. You heard? By the grace of God, the trial gets dismissed because they couldn't find enough evidence of a shootout that happened on or uptown over Cameron.
Bruh, you just gave all the evidence. They couldn't find enough evidence about a shooting that happened on uptown about Cameron. You snitching on yourself, son. And you better hope they don't see this right here, because that was a clear snitch. But he emotional, and that's one of the main reasons why Cameron allegedly can't have him around. Because you don't know when he gonna start flipping. And if they do get caught up by them boys, and he in the courtroom and he reminiscing on something, why wouldn't he snitch? After them dudes done ran out on you and left you hanging, you can't have somebody like that around all the time. Now, they supposed to be friends to the end, but this is the end, allegedly, yeah. And I'm walking y'all all the way through this. Hold on.
You heard? I went to trial over shit like that. I went to court over shit like that. Every time you see me in the news, it was over diplomats. When I get sued and shit like that, it be over diplomats. When I'm kicking ass, when I come to the club 30 deep, it did what? It made the diplomats look good. You heard? When I'm banging blood, it was good for them, right? It was good when it was good for them. You heard? When it wasn't good for them, oh, nobody wanted to be a part of the Bloods. But when the Bloods became popping and it became the notoriety of the Bloods started becoming, oh, everybody want to turn blood.
Yo, let me speak on that right fast. Because he just said some real stuff. When Jim Jones started repping the Bloods, that was a business move. Because the game was popping in L.A., and Lil Wayne and all them wanted to be some Bloods all of a sudden. And the reason why people gravitated towards Blood is because of the fashion. People just wanted to wear some red. Blue is not a popping color like that. The color red really pops. And people want to be a part of that. Like, oh, okay, this is my excuse to wear a lot of red. And it looks good. It's flashy. I want to be flashy too. If the Crips wore red, everybody would be Crip. You know? Red is just a beautiful color. It's my favorite color, by the way. I don't know about y'all. Let me know what y'all favorite color is out there. But when he started with that Blood, Dipset and everything, everybody started flying the flag. And everybody from New York is still flying the flag, not understanding it was a business move for Jim Jones to get it popping on the West Coast. Because even 50 said, they love me in New York. They saying I'm hot. They loving me, but he said California liking me, but I want them to love me like they did Pac. So that's a big move. Like if you're an East Coast artist and you start to get some West Coast love, that's going to be good for business. You know, and plus on the West Coast, they got the finest females. I know I'm rambling. I'm going to get back to the subject, but the West Coast got the best weed, got the best females. That's why you see so many dudes over there. And Pop Smoke got popped over there in California because everybody want to live that life. You know, so to be a Blood is the thing to be. You get some love over there, go over to the jungle. Who don't want that? Because ain't nothing really popping in New York like that. But let's just get back to what he was saying. I do apologize, yeah.
No, I didn't put that on camera because I was glamorizing. I put that on camera because this is what we was going through. And this is what we was affiliated with. And we had a chance to do something great in life, which we did. We broke a lot of barriers. Kids from the middle of the gutter. I don't care if it was from the Bronx or Harlem. We started from nothing. We had no OGs. You heard? We had nobody to tell us what we was doing was right or what we was doing was wrong. We didn't have a blueprint. We had us. We had that love. We had that energy. We had the talent. We had the style. We had the charisma. We had Harlem. And I refuse to let anybody play us for anything short.
Now, let me elaborate on this right fast, yo. One of the main reasons why Jim Jones started crying on the radio is because he signed to Roc Nation. And that was a big no-no, especially for them Harlem boys. Now, everybody know Dame Dash and Jay-Z been beefing for a long time. And for Jim Jones to pick sides with Jay-Z was a slap in the face to everybody that was affiliated with Harlem. Now, I understand you trying to get your money and everything, but now you got to separate yourself and distance yourself from Cam to make something out of nothing. And that's what Cameron was basically talking about. Y'all need to hear this as well, man, because this part right here is going to get real deep.
Because he's emotional. I'm not saying his tears are fake. I'm not saying he does it to be. I just think he gets that built up emotionally.
Hold on, let me run it back.
The last show of their season, he crying on there too.
Hold on, y'all.
Mad fans. So niggas like, oh, this nigga time he fucking it up ain't gonna be no you. You know how fans is. So the next day, me personally, I signed to whoever that, like I said, I'm not signing a motherfucking person.
Hold on, y'all. I do apologize.
Like, oh, you a dick rider, you a sucker, how you gonna sign the Rock Nation, this, that, and third. This what, comments and fans and people who love the Diplomats were saying. And it's like, the next day he go to Flex. Now, when you go to Flex, most of the time you got a new record. You go up there with a new record. You play the record. That's why you go to Flex. I think he went to Flex, or Flex called him to justify him signing the Rock Nation. That was justification. Like, I'm getting a lot of backlash. I signed the Rock Nation. So let me go make up this fucking story about how Ken robbed me and I got a new lawyer and he ain't giving none of us our money, and I had $1,500 in my pocket, and I fought everybody for the Diplomat to just justify him signing the Rock Nation when you should be like me. Only reason I did this shit tonight, and I still got more to tell. I'm gonna get into America's Most Wanted, the Rucker fight, all that shit. I'm just telling you right now, but I gotta get into the tough part. I just did all music part. We got sections of this shit. We're gonna get into all this tough shit in a minute. So.
Yo, let me break this down for y'all. So Cameron saying the reason why Jim Jones be getting emotional is because he dealing with Jay-Z now, like I said earlier. So he out here telling all these stories about Cameron was never a good friend and Cam did me dirty to justify him being with Rock Nation. That was a whole lot of dudes out there getting backlash for signing with Rock Nation. Your boy Bobby Shmurda catching hell left and right because he signed with Rock Nation. Megan Thee Stallion, people looking at her with the side eye for signing with Rock Nation. And me personally, I don't feel like nothing's wrong with Jay-Z, but he's so much of a mega power. What about the independent worker? That's the same way ordinary grocery stores feel about Walmart. You a mom and pop shop and Walmart move in across the street, you're going to lose your business. You're like, damn, what about the average person? We all can't be a part of the system. Jay-Z is like Amazon. He owns every fucking thing. Why you going to sell yourself to a man that owns everything? Where's your dignity? Shouldn't you have some pride about yourself? Jay-Z is the hip-hop Warren Buffett. And shout out to Jay-Z. Keep doing your thing. But these people, they falling like dominoes to get on Rock Nation. They not even loyal to their own groups, not loyal to their family, not loyal to their record labels. People lose loyalty when it comes to Jay-Z. And we knew that since the Rockefeller breakup. All them dudes, Dame Dash signed to the label, and Jay-Z ain't even want nothing to do with them clowns. Kanye West, Jay-Z thought he was whack. But when it came time to pick a side, he rolled with Jay-Z. And now he a billionaire, so, you can't say that was a bad decision. But what about the loyalty factor? You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to what my man Cam got to say. And while y'all over there listening, hit that cash app, man. $ Sean Blaze Dice. Hit me off with something, man. Oh, shit, I'm over here messing up. Drop something in the piggy bank for your boy. Real tough. Let me get this together, yo. Hold on, somebody hit that cash app? Let me double check that. Uh-oh. Cash app. Okay, I like that. That's what I'm talking about.